Hello, thank you for tuning into this week's reads. This should be on the YouTube channel James13 Wicca, in case you're not seeing it there. Also, I am giving in-person, I should say, readings in Herkimer, New York. Shoot me an email if you're near there and you want more details. The information for the decks and dice, all that stuff is going to be below. And if you would like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email. James4astral@gmail.com, James4astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below, same email. Thank you very much for watching, and let's get into your reading. Hello, Capricorn. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. These readings are valid for whenever you come to them. That being said, what do we have for Capricorn? I keep feeling whatever's going on, it probably has a very strong random effect or random energy around it. I just keep getting this random. So hopefully if that's the case, and the Wheel of Fortune right there, okay, this is there to help you find something to hold on to stabilize it, at least for yourself. You know what I mean? At least for you. People do it. Okay, yeah, there's random energy here, for sure. For sure. I got the Wheel of Fortune. I got the Temperance card, which is a good card, but random. It is definitely a random card. And this is about life. Life is the way life is. You know that. People do what people do. You can plan for yourself, and pretty much that's it. Sometimes that's about it, depending on the situation, of course. Even when people are raising kids, you can plan just so far, then things go where they go. So this situation, I do think, has been more compatible in the past for you. Let's look at this a little closer with the dice. Okay, so in the past, maybe, I've been very selective with communication. I got the Ace of Swords like this, which is telling me I've communicated about what I needed to, but maybe like I didn't give people the full access to everything I was doing because I didn't want to give them the ability to make different decisions for me. So I feel like this is ironically not a simple thing. Because I feel like some people would say, and I'm on that side of the fence, holding back information is a version of a lie. Like, you know, giving half-truths is a lie. This was not that, though. It's almost like saying, you know, I let people know that I had in my pantry or in my freezer, I got one ham and I got a couple other things. I didn't tell them everything I had. And the reason I didn't tell them that was because it's not for them. I got that planned for other things, that's for other things. I'm not going to list off things that I'm not willing to give them. So in the past, there's been careful communication. Like, I tell people when I tell them what I have, it's what I'm willing to contribute. I don't tell them everything I have, because if I have a turkey or if I have something else or I have some type of whatever it is, but I'm not going to offer it to them, they're not going to have access to that. I don't let them know it's there because it's not for them. It's not an option for them, and I don't want them to think it's an option for them. It's kind of like, you know, maybe on the way home from a party, I'm going to go to the store and pick up some things that I have to get. I might just tell them, oh, I'm going to have to leave at this time because I got some responsibilities. I don't tell them where I'm going or what I'm doing because I'm not looking to bring people with me, and like I'm just going to go to this store on the way home, and then I'm going right home, and then I'm going to bed because I have to get up the next day. I'm not giving people the option to think, oh, you're going that way, I'm going to go with you. No, you're not, because I'm just doing this, and then I'm going right home and going to bed because I got things tomorrow. You adding into my plan, that's not an option, so I'm not telling you that. And I feel like this has happened in the past, if this is hitting. To me, this makes sense. Hopefully I said it correctly. Because by doing it this way, everybody's gotten along. I've gotten along. They seem to get along. It seems fine. I don't tell people things I'm doing when it's not an option for them to add in or to, like, I don't give them that option. Because they're not going to be a part of it. I'm not going to allow it. Judgment has gone in your favor. And I do feel like I've been quiet about certain things just because, and I haven't really, you know, I haven't even mentioned after the fact that, like, when I left this party, I went to this store, got this, went home, and went right to bed. I don't even bring it up, is what I'm getting with that hermit. Like, I don't even let people know that that was what I did. I probably keep it to myself. It's fine. I don't see a problem there. Okay, so the random is coming. It's coming. I feel like with Capricorn, and let me know in the comments, if you at least know there's something a little going on here, it's kind of like, I'm not saying you're going to be like, oh, yay, but it's kind of like, I'd rather know that there's something that's a little off. I'd rather know something is unbalanced or not quite sitting correctly. Even if I can't get to it, I can at least plan for myself, like, oh, that's not unstable ground. Just in case that doesn't work out, I need to have a backup plan or a way to handle that if I need to. So I'd rather know that there's something not quite right than just completely blindsided. I hate to be that, but you know what? I'm going to have to. The reading is the way the reading is. This doesn't make anybody a good or bad person, but there's something random here. It's definitely a person. I get that it's a person. Take it with a grain of salt. It could be situational, because, you know, general read, it's going out there forever, but it feels like a person to me. I got the Queen of Swords reversed, which is at the most benign, it's like unintentional false information. At the very most benign, like unintentionally misleading people. It's possible. More than likely, somebody, they said something they shouldn't have said, or they did something they shouldn't have done. And I feel like there's some type of manipulation here. Somebody just going ahead and not really overthinking it. Maybe not thinking about it enough. And I get the Justice card like this, which is telling me something's going to get exposed here at some point. And it's kind of like, that's a mess, we need to know, so that's good. But people might be so angry about that mess that there might be overkill in retribution. So there's something weird with this. Random energy. It seems like it's destined to tick somebody off. I don't know that it's going to be you, quite frankly. But it's destined to tick somebody off. I'm going to say tick. Maybe not you, but it's still going to kind of throw a monkey wrench out there. That random energy happens. I feel like I keep getting like it's destined to tick somebody off, but it doesn't mean it will be you. It's a general read, so I can't guarantee it won't, not for nothing, if this is happening. The Moon card comes in like, within reason, Capricorn actually can roll with that within reason. You know what I mean? So, like, when I say within reason, we thought we were going to dinner at this restaurant. We're going to go somewhere else across town. Same price range. Still good quality food. From my experience with Capricorn, they can kind of roll with that because it wasn't setting up their whole week or anything. It's kind of like, all right, that's a change. It's not the worst thing in the world. Usually, in my opinion, let me know if I'm wrong, but that's like, to a point, all right, whatever. Especially if you weren't overly invested in where the dinner was going to be to begin with. You're like, whatever. It was, where we were going was, fine anyway. The fact that it changed, so what? As long as it's same quality and same price range, not too far away, I don't care. I feel like it's like, I don't stress that. Bigger changes, that's a different thing. And also with this energy, the moon, Capricorn, in my opinion, it's kind of like the moon cycle. Certain people are more random like that. Certain situations are more random like that. It's kind of like, well, the moon is coming. I know things are going to get a little weird. I don't know exactly what's going to happen, but they're going to get a little weird. Capricorn is kind of prepared for that usually. Kind of like, yeah, I know that one's a little fly by the seat of their pants. I knew that was going to happen. As long as it's within reason. within reason. Because I get like something random coming in, I'm getting along with people, I'm not really shocked, I'm like, oh yeah, I know that happens in this situation. I was kind of thinking something within reason would happen. Within reason is a big deal. I know that. I know that is for Capricorn. Like, you know, if you were going to go to a dinner and it was going to be like mid-range price range, and it was going to be fair quality food, whatever that means for you, and then it's changed to like same thing, okay. But if it's kind of like we're going with higher price and lower quality, or higher price and same quality, no, I know that. I don't know why I need to explain that, but I'm like, within, that's why I'm saying within reason. Within reason. The wheel is here. I get stressed when I see the Wheel of Fortune show up for an Earth sign, because I don't think any of you 3 Earth signs, you, Virgo, or Taurus, like that Wheel of Fortune. I really just don't think y'all like it. So it's like, oh, they had to show up. There's something, somebody's doing something they shouldn't be. There's some type of setup. There's some type of setup. It might not upset you, but it seems like it's going to upset somebody else. The more I feel this, somebody else is causing an issue, and it's almost like problems between other people. Something's weird. It just feels weird to me. And like, I feel like I don't want to be connected with it, but I also see I'm watching it play out, and I'm probably taking notes like, oh, well, I wonder why we did that. That's like, it's kind of like, I feel like you're going to flat out realize like that wasn't right. At the same time, it's not ruining your day, but it's almost like, you know, so we're going to use that dinner analogy. We switched where we were going to have dinner. You're like, within reason, I don't care. But then you're realizing where it was moved to is maybe a place where somebody else used to work, or somebody works there that they don't like, and somebody set that up purposefully. Somebody set up this calamity, and I feel like I'm watching it play out. It's not direct to me, but I'm like, oh, that wasn't cool. Why would we do that? Excuse me. Oh, the cough that never ends. There's more of me watching. I get it. And I don't like the random. I don't like that. I feel like I don't like that. I just keep getting like, I don't like, I mean, I feel like you don't like that. Can we just, it's causing what it's causing. It happens out of nowhere. I don't feel like it's my fault. So I'm not like, I don't feel bad about it, but I don't like it. I keep getting like, I don't like it, but I'm also like, you got judgment here, but it's like how you're looking at it. I don't think it's bad to judge things, because that's how you decide what you're going to do next. Like, people judge things. It's just a normal thing. Condemning things, that's a whole nother story. I feel like I don't see you condemning things at this moment, but like, I feel like I'm making judgments like, oh, we played that little game. Okay. You're definitely making note. Why are we talking about this? Great question. Because I'm like, besides things being random, I feel like I got pulled into something, and I don't like this. There's a piece of this I don't like. But I want to know more. Is there going to be a conversation? There is going to be a conversation. At some point. There will be a conversation about this at some point. I feel like you want to. I want to know why this happened is what I'm getting. 3 of Wands in the Hermit card, but it shows up on the dice upside down, which is telling me like, put it on the table. Don't just keep it in your brain. Bring it out your face. Tell me why you did what you did. What caused that? Why did I even have to watch that play out? Like, I feel like I want to know, like, all right, you made sure that I was a part of it, advertently or inadvertently, if I'm saying that right. Why? I'm like, I was there, you played that game, I want to know why you did that. And the information will come to you. It will come to you. Study with passion. Like, there's a lot behind this. But the thing is, when I see the star card come in, it does talk about Aquarius energy sometimes. Doesn't have to be an Aquarius person, doesn't have to be. But that's a very strong communicator that communicates on their terms and doesn't always use sound for communication. Like, you have to look at body language, timing, all that other stuff. There's a lot of variables with this communication. So there might be a lot going on here with this situation. Information is flowing, though. You don't have to accept it. I don't know why we're saying that, but you don't. And then the reason I'm saying I don't know why we need to say it, because I feel like I thought that would be obvious, but for whatever reason, whoever this is, especially if it's a work situation, I feel like my knee-jerk reaction is like, like I didn't like it, but I feel like I'm just stuck knowing it. That's not the truth. You are not just stuck with this information. You don't have to just sit here and accept it. You can make a choice. Exactly what do we mean by that, though? I get that you can make a choice, but what are you exactly supposed to... I don't know. Let's see. I don't know why it frustrates me, but it frustrates me. No, that's what the choice is. Okay. You know what you feel, you know how you feel, and you know what you can do with it. When it comes to that point, I feel like for some reason, I feel like I'm supposed to sit down. I don't believe that's true. I don't know if I want to... Okay, I'll do it. I worked a long time ago. There was this manager. They were toxic. I didn't get into arguments with them, but they tried to... The short of the story was they were having a holiday lunch, and they tried to make it mandatory where you had to be there. And I asked them, like, you know, how do we put this on our time card for, like, you paying the overtime for it? Because if you're making it mandatory, you're paying me for it. I was young at the time and not aware of politics as much as I am now. Other people just accepted it and sat there and just, they lost. I didn't want to be there. It was during a time of year where I had things to do, and I used my lunchtime to go get things done. Thank you for the soggy ziti, but I don't think I want to sit here and waste my lunch on soggy ziti. I got things I got to do. So, and they tried to make it mandatory, and I walked out, and they didn't do anything about it because they couldn't. This is that version, kind of like making that, like, everybody else might be going along with it and feeling like they're stuck with it. You're Capricorn, though. You could go a different direction. You know what you can and can't do. That's another option. It may be the better option in the long run. I was at that job for a while, and that manager wasn't ever... I don't remember them getting in my way. I moved ahead, too, so I don't know. Maybe it didn't hurt me. I don't know what it's going to do in the long run, but I'm also getting, like, by standing up to it, if that's what you need to do, you might make your future better. And you might shut something down. You might highlight something that's not right. You don't have to go along with whatever this is. If you feel like it's not right, you don't have to. For some reason, I feel like other people are. And just like they're kind of doing the sit down, be quiet thing. You don't have to do that. From what I know of Capricorn, I got a lot of them in my family. One of the reasons sometimes they do that is because, like, yeah, but if I start moving, you're going to know it. If I start moving, y'all going to know it. So it's kind of like, do I want to bring that on myself? I'm at a point where I don't have to. I'm kind of in that weird place where I'm like, I need to choose which direction I'm going to go. But if I choose a direction, you're dang right, I'm going to stick with it. Again, I have a lot of Capricorns in my family. And it seems like if they're going to move on it, you're going to know it. And they're not playing. And they're not kidding. They're not just moving on it for today. If they've moved on it, they're moving on it. So that might be a thing. You have the possibility for this great outcome. You know what to do. This is where you got to stand close with your laurels, your self-loyalty, what's right for you, what works for you, what makes sense for you. You'll get a great outcome with it. I mean, it's a general read. Take it with a grain of salt, of course. Can't guarantee nothing. It's a general read. And readings are for entertainment purposes only. You know that. But whatever this is, you might shut something down and you might move it right out of your way. Because people who understand Capricorn, or know, if you know Capricorn even a little, again, I grew up with a lot of them. I feel like you realize when Capricorn stands up and decides they're going to do something, don't start with Capricorn. Let's leave like if Capricorn's going to do it, just get out of their way. do yourself the favor, get out of the way. And I feel like this energy is going to know, oh, well, Capricorn made their choice, and I don't want to do that fight. And they're just going to get out of your way. If they know, even if you know Capricorn just a little, I swear, anybody who has any intelligence knows that if Capricorn has decided they're going to do something, they're going to do it. So they're not the one to mess with. And Capricorn's that one that can start out slow, but if they've dug their heels in, then they dug their heels in. There's not an option. Like, I feel like some people are fools when it comes to that, like thinking that Capricorn is just doing it for a couple minutes. No, if Capricorn said they're going to do it, it's been my experience when Capricorn starts moving forward and they're going to do something, they're literally going to do it. That's just what it is. Take it with a grain of salt. All right, are we there? Like, again, by you doing what you think is right and standing up and saying, this is what I'm going to do, this is how I'm handling it, that's not for me. I'm not going to do the sit down thing. And for some reason in this situation, I feel like I'm tempted to. It's a pivotal moment. But if you want the really good outcome, just do what you know is right. The first couple steps might be difficult, but once you start, I feel like you're going to make it to this ending that you want. Hiccup. Okay. I'm going to shut this down here. Hope that helps. Thank you very much for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. If you're interested in the donation information, that's below. Same email. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day.